So guys, we're here at the ISN Tool Show, and we are here with Dan from GripEdge, and he's going to show us all about 4 new products from GripEdge.
We've got some great new products here at the ISN show. Thanks, Mr. Subaru, for coming on over. Have a look at this. First thing we're going to talk about is our new 14-piece E-Torx. Guys, E-Torx with the RPT rounding prevention technology included. E4 to E24, make sure you get in on this because not only will it prevent damage from happening, but it will also remove damaged fasteners. Next, we've got the long 14-piece torque set. The long reach, guys, T6 to T60, the most comprehensive long set you can buy. Look at that in a nice foam tray, our custom carbon fiber tray. Beautiful set, check that out. Super proud of this one. Our new 38-piece master hex set, 1.5 to 19 millimeter, 1/16 to 3/4 of an inch. And look guys, it even includes the 18 millimeter in this set. The most comprehensive torque set on the market. Have a look at that, very beautiful. All right, Mr. Subaru, let's get on over to the other side. We are super excited about our new 132-piece bit set. Guys, this has just a little bit of everything that we make. You can actually get stuff in this kit that you can't buy in any other RPT. 92 bits with RPT technology infused, and then we also offer some standard ones that you're gonna need on the job. Guys, in a quick case, grab it and go. That's the set to go with. One last one we're gonna show you today. For you heavy duty truck and agricultural guys, we're doing 3/4 inch impact hex. We also have it available in SAE. Here at the show, we're launching 14 to 24 millimeter in the carbon fiber tray. You agro guys, you heavy duty truck guys, you've been asking for it, and there it is, 3/4 inch. Mr. Subaru, thanks so much for coming by. ISN, we're so happy to be here. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
So guys, we made our way over to Milwaukee's booth right now. We are with Nick. He's going to show us a little bit more about Milwaukee's new borescope.
Yeah guys, we got a couple of borescopes on the market now. We have the M12 Automotive Tech borescope and the M12 Automotive Shop borescope with Wi-Fi file sharing. Both of these are going to have a small 5 millimeter camera with front and side view cameras. Tech borescope's going to have photo, video capture, rotating screen so that you can set this down in the engine bay or anything that's unstable. Now I want to talk to you about the shop borescope. So this is a new solution to Milwaukee. We've got 1280 high definition resolution here. You can see the 5.5 inch touchscreen display, flip from the front to side view cameras, pinch to zoom, rotate, capture photo, capture video. After that, you want to add some additional context to your photo. You can open this up, add text, draw, highlight areas, save this, and then straight from the device when you're connected to the shop's Wi-Fi network, you can send this off through email to get that faster repair approval. And this is the M12 Auto Shop borescope with Wi-Fi file sharing.
Awesome, thank you so much, Nick.
Thank you so much.
All right guys, we've made our way over to the body and repair section here, and we're here with Nate, who's gonna talk about the new Sanders for the automotive side from Milwaukee.
Yeah, hey y'all, really excited to introduce you to new-to-world, best-in-class random orbital Sanders here at Milwaukee Tool. We heard and we're here to deliver. So first, before we get into the Sanders, we've developed 2. Why is that? When you see in the automotive shops, you see 2 main reasons why they use Sanders. First off, the body technicians. They're gonna really be using a 3/16 inch throw sander to really rough up the panel and then also get it down to the body filler so it's nice and smooth. The second user you're gonna see, which you guys are familiar with, are the paint techs. They're gonna be going over the surface of the paint and the primer to really get that smooth, fine finish. So we heard this, we heard a lot of frustrations with pneumatics. Air hose, vibration, noise, you name it, we heard it. So I'm gonna introduce you first to the roughing sander. That's a 3/16 inch throw, 6 inch random orbital sander here at Milwaukee Tool. This is on the M12 platform. A few key features on this: variable speed trigger, variable speed dial, along with vacuum ports as well. We'll have left and right vacuum port available for attachments. This will be really meant for that body filler, so 3,200 to 12,000 RPM. Before we move on, let's go ahead and show you guys a demo on this. So like I said, that 3/16 inch throw is really meant for that body filler, shaping it and forming it. It's gonna give you that confidence to do those jobs. Now over here in the 3/32 inch throw sander, this is gonna be really focused on that clear coat and primer finish, right? You want that fine throw to be able to not go through material, but really to give it that smooth, clean finish to remove any defects. So similar to the 3/16, we're gonna have the variable speed trigger and dial, 3,200 to 12,000 RPMs, along with a similar vacuum port setup as well. Something interesting about both of these backing pads, both of these sanders, is that the backing pad removal is integrated into the tool, so you're able to take it off without ever having to throw a wrench in the tool. So you never have to lose that or risk breaking your tool. So let me go ahead and show you a demo on this panel. Awesome, so again, this is the new to world M12 Fuel 6-inch random orbital sanders, both 3/16 and 3/32. The pre-orders will be open later this year, shipping hoping to start in January of 2025. There will be a bare tool and kit options. The bare tool option will be retail for about $299, and the kit option will come with both a 2.5 and a 5 amp hour battery at $449. Backing pads will be sold separately as well.
Awesome, thank you so much, Nate.
My pleasure.
We are in the Sunx booth, and we've got CJ here wanting to talk to us about their new roll cart.
Hey, good to meet you guys. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Subaru. I want to tell you guys about our brand new juice box. This is a 7-drawer power cart. Some of the great features about this particular cart are we've got 7 drawers that are full extension. This box is actually deeper than the competition that's out there by, I think it's 2 to 3 inches deeper. We've got screwdriver and pry bar storage on both sides. Also have the bumper guards on the side, easy to push handle, gas shocks. One of my favorite features is the barrel lock. You know, if you've got a regular key, you break that off, you bump it, and it comes with a custom embroidered jet tag inspired by the aviation industry. So that's special for the juice box. Now, probably the biggest feature about this, of course, is the juice, right? So this will actually hold up to 20 different tools. You can see I've got tools on this side over here. Got a 1/2-inch tool over here, some stubbies. Even have my armed ratchets. Sorry. And we can charge 14 different tools in this toolbox at a time. I also love how this is modular. That really helps you in that you're not stuck with whatever the manufacturer's provided for you. You can kind of get it to wherever you want it to be. So we have down here on the bottom, we have 3 110 volt, and we have 2 USBs A's and 2 USB-C's. And then on the top, we have another 3 110 volt, 2 USB A's and 2 USB-C's. And so altogether, you've got a really great product. And what we tried to do to feature this was give out these juice boxes that have all the specifications for what this cart has. So you can see how deep the drawers are, how much storage they have, capacity, all that sort of great information. And of course, cool factor, 10 out of 10. Can't beat it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. You any questions for me, Mr. Subaru?
I think we're all good there. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So guys, we've made it over to the Topdon booth. We're here with Justin, who's gonna show us some new products from Topdon.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. So we've got 2 new jump starter products that we're really excited about. This is our V4500 Plus. It's a 4500 peak amp jump starter. You can also plug in a set of test leads and we'll Bluetooth to your phone. You can do battery testing, starter and alternator testing from an app on your phone. Got your lights, got your boost function. The nice thing about this, if you have a really dead battery, right? So if you jump start your car, take the jump leads or the pack off, then a lot of times it'll just die. This, you can keep this thing hooked up. It'll keep throwing power at it for like 3 minutes. So very cool. That's a great one. This is another one that we're real excited about, 2200 peak amp jump starter, but it also is a built-in air compressor. So up to 150 PSI. It's got the storage for some of your toys like ball and stuff around the beach. So that's really cool. We can actually take you over. We have it hooked up to the motorcycle, and I can show you. So all we do here is it's hooked up. It's going to give you your readout of what the tire is at currently. You can just go up. We know this one's supposed to be at 32. Go ahead and turn it on. And once it hits 32, it's going to shut off automatically. And there we go. So yeah, those are two really cool products that are on their way. Then the last one I'll take you over and show. We had our T90,000, which was a 90 amp power supply. And so we actually upgraded to this T120A, so it's 120 amps. So if you're doing BMW, Mercedes, any of those flashes where you're gonna require a very high amp at a stable power supply, then you're good. It's also just a really good smart charger as well. So yeah, those are the new products. Really appreciate you guys stopping by.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So guys, we've made our way over to the VIM booth now, and we are here with
Luis Lopez.
and he is going to show us all the new cool stuff from VIM. What we got?
I got a lot of stuff. Got a couple things for you today. A bunch of stuff, but we have time for 4 new items, and it's going to be these guys right here. Now, I'm going to start with something that Mr. Subaru himself asked me to show because it is pretty cool. So what this is a paint rescue pig, so PRP1. This is going to be out in about a month or so, and what it is you see this right here. So that is a zoomed in version of this super thin follicle. And you can't tell in the video, but just like that picture, it's super abrasive and it grabs really well. And actually, you pointed out it's kind of like an insect leg.
Right. It's just like a leg of an insect. It's got all the little feelers on it.
So if you're, in a paint booth and any contaminants get in, and when you're clear coating, one of those gets on there, you have a nightmare on your hands if you don't have one of these. But this will allow you to easily pull that little pick out, just wipe off that contaminant easily without having to redo anything, and you essentially rescue your paint. So paint rescue pig is what this is. And it comes with this little chiclet bag of replacements in case you forget to clean it when you're done, so that paint dries up on it, you can just replace it. That is a PRP1, paint rescue pig. Next, we have these guys. So these are a play on our electrical harness disconnect pliers, but they have this style, I don't even know what to call it, but swivel mechanism, like some of our other tools. It'll conform to any shape your hand can bend to, so it really gets you a lot of different angles, and there's no need for a right angle or a straight or anything with this, because this will do 180 degrees of swivel or straight, whatever you want. How it works, go right on your electrical harness, and it comes out real easily. Simple as that, and on top of that, boom, fits right in your shirt pocket for all day use. Next, this set right here we've talked about at SEMA before, but they are about to be here. They're already shipped, so in about a month and a half they'll be shipping from my warehouse. This is the VHC42. It's going to have 42 pieces in it. It's going to have all your 1/4-inch bits from the VHC77, and they're all super stubby half-cut bits. These are 5/8 overall length, so there's nothing shorter than that out there. You grab this super stubby ratchet, and then you stick the bit in there, and now, since it sits flush with the back of the head, the entire profile of this is 5/8 overall length, 5/8 of an inch. So now you can use the extension that comes with the kit to make it a full size if you need it. You can also use, let me get that out, put the bit in the bottom, and now you have an L key if you want, so you can use a little bit more leverage, get into a weird spot, and then you can also stick the extension in the head and then just put the bit at the end if you really want to kind of get into a speed handle type movement there. So it's real versatile. You got a lot of options with this kit. Again, that is a VHC42, and it comes in this metal VIM tin that will be shipping from my place in about a month and 2 weeks. Last but not least, we've had a lot of questions about this, are Noras, I'm sorry. Nora 150 and Nora 150 XL are the part numbers. We have the Nora 150 XL in stock, and that set goes from 14 millimeters up to 19 millimeters. The regular Nora 150 will go from 8 to 13 millimeters. What they are, they're nano offset ratcheting attachments, or Nora. So 3/8 square drive, you get any length extension in 3/8, whether it's a 2, 10, whatever it is. Now you have multiple length wrench set. So 180 degrees of swivel or flex. They're deep box offset, 12 points, ratcheting. And I'm sure, as you know, a lot of the wrenches with this style head have the switchers on the sides here. So when you're clicking, it's just switch heaven right there. It just keeps going back and forth and back and forth.
Or you get too close to something, you automatically reverse.
Exactly. So now, boom, put them on the back, not a problem. They're deep, that's cool. And it's a lot cheaper than buying an entire wrench set in multiple lengths. And they come on, of course, our patented mag rails. And if you use them, you know they freaking bite.
Super strong.
And I think that is all I got for our new product preview for you today.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, man.
So guys, we've made our way over to the K-Tool booth, and we are in the corner here with Cubon, and we have Paul Holder here who wants to tell us a little bit more about his product.
Thank you, Robert. Okay, what we have over here is actually one of the very, very finest adhesives available on the market. What we do is we take a very small amount of this, we place it on a surface like this one over here, and what will actually happen is that if this surface is clean and dry, it's very important that the surface is clean and dry, and we put these two parts together, it will, within seconds, glue together in such a way that it's permanently bonded. Cubon is truly, but truly one of the very finest adhesives available on the market. Then, in addition to it, that you can just glue parts together, very often you get surfaces like this that breaks. Now, if you're going to use just the glue on its own, that part may break off again. So therefore, what we do is we use some of this Cubon carbon graphite powder. It's a black carbon graphite powder. We take some of it and we're going to throw that over a broken surface. We take a little bit of this, we throw that over a broken surface, and secondly, we take some of the adhesive, we apply that onto the black powder. Now the main thing about Cubon is that it forms a chemical reaction with most materials. Now, within seconds, that powder has become rock hard. It can be filed, grind, or within seconds. Then, also what happens besides the black powder, we can use some of this Cubon gray powder. Very often you get metal surfaces like this that breaks. What we'll do is we'll use something underneath. I'll use something like that, a piece of plastic, and I'll use some of this gray powder and I'll fill it into gaps. Now you'll see that piece where the white is. I'll take some of the gray powder and I'm going to fill it up. Now take into account, this is within a period of 10 seconds. This is sealed, completely sealed off. You'll see the smoke coming out. Now that can be leveled, it can be grinded or filed within seconds. Now Cubon comes in the following way. It comes in a box like this over here. It's nicely sealed off. And to show you what's the contents inside this box, let me show you here. It's got the following. First of all, you get 2 bottles of glue. Just the glue on its own. Then in addition to it, you get a black powder and also the gray powder for aluminum surfaces. Inside here, it's got a nice step-by-step instruction that will tell you exactly how to work with Cubon and where you can use it. Now this product over here is being sold worldwide, and our experience is once people purchase a box of Cubon like this, they always get it again, purely for the fact it's one of those products. If you have it in your house or your workshop, once you get it, you always get it again because it's one of those products that really do work.
Thank you so much for your time, Paul. Really appreciate the presentation.
Thank you, Robert.
So guys, we're over at the Mayu booth now. We are here with Haley and wants to talk to us about some new product from Mayu.
Hi, I'm Haley. I'm from Mayu Tools. I'm just going to talk a minute about some of our new products for the ISN show. So we have our new master socket bit sets. So we've got them in triple square, metric hex, and Torx. And each set comes with a full plethora of bits, both standard, long, and medium. The metric hex in particular comes with those ball end hex, so that's great for tough to reach fasteners. And then Mayu is one of the only companies on the market that has a full set of triple square masters. So you've got every triple square you could need for those tough applications. And that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're in the Tubt Towels booth. We are here with Dave. He's going to tell us about a different product from Tubt Towels. You know, I love the wipes. We use them all the time. But these are an aerosol product that they have. He's going to tell us about it now.
Yes, thank you. So Freol is our penetrating oil. It's a fantastic product that's been around for almost 50 years, and it's very different. Everybody says, well, how are you guys different? So really, it boils down to what's in the can. So we manufacture it as a 3-part formula. Most manufacturers use 2-part. So it's a high solvent, it evaporates quickly, and it smells bad. That's the other guys. For us, we use a 3-part formula, so we found the right balance is to have 30% solvents to break the rust, and 35% high-grade petroleum lubricants, and 35% in a seeking agent, which is from saturated fats. It loves rust, has excellent viscosity and excellent lubricity. So overall, we will deliver 3 times more lubrication than other brands, and then ultimately for the user, loosening up that rusty bolt and part, we're going to offer 30 to 40% lower torque required to loosen up that part. And then an added bonus, it's a silicone-free product, so anybody doing the paint and body shop work, it's a great item. It's been that way from day one. It's been a silicone-free product. So that's the Freol. And then the companion product is the Lubidol, which is the general purpose lubricant. So it's a great item to, because we use a moly oil, so it leaves a film on the designated area you're looking to lubricate, and we'll keep lubricating. It too is a silicone-free product, so you won't have any issues in the PB&E market. So it's actually ideal for your sockets, all of those items, spraying them down, high humidity area to eliminate any rust prevention. This is the right item to use. With the film it leaves behind, and it prevents that rust from forming.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dave, for your time here at the Tubt Towels booth.
Thank you.
So guys, we have made our way over to the WEHA booth now, and we've got Zach with us who's going to show us a little bit more about some products.
Yeah, so brand new to ISN, we have our 194-piece mobile mechanics tool set. What it's going to come with is our impact-rated nut setters with a hammer level, 2 go boxes, a measuring tape, along with 3 sets of L keys, our heavy-duty screwdriver line, as well as our soft finish general purpose line as well. You're also going to get a fantastic set of pliers and wrenches, along with our socket sets and our combination wrenches. Also over here, we've got our brand new backpack that we launched this year in 2024 in January. We just launched 4 new mobile tool kits. And then if we swing over here into our high voltage table, we have our 80-piece high voltage master electrician set. You're going to get all your screwdrivers you need, along with your nut setters and nut drivers and torque set. You're going to get your sockets, breaker bars, T-handles, and then all the insulated pliers, cutters, and crescent wrenches. If we swing down one more side here, we've got an EV set that we have partnered with Tesla and Rivian to develop. So this is for their stations, to service them, fix them up, install anything that is needed for that. So,
awesome. Thank you so much for that rundown.
Absolutely.
So guys, we've made our way over to the PowerPro booth now. We are here with Dave, who wants to show us a little bit more about a new product that will be helpful on hybrid and EVs, the INT 500.
All right. So yes, this is the new INT 500. It's a combination meter, insulation tester, and bonding tester. So it's got a couple things you may not see in some other insulation testers. First off, it's a Cat 3000 volt meter. Boop. That's one of my favorite things on it, auto backlight. So as soon as it gets dark, the backlight comes on.
Nice, nice. That's one thing I don't like about my Fluke, having to hit it and worry if it's timing out or not.
So it's got AC/DC volts up to 1,000. It's got a resistance mode. I'll explain further more on this in a second, because you'll notice it's putting out 200 milliamps. It's loading it a little more than your normal meter resistance does.
Right.
Your insulation test modes, I can select from 50 to 1,000 volts. I'll explain more on that in a second. I do have capacitance, which might not be important today, but it's becoming, because there are large capacitors in these high voltage systems.
Right.
And it is also Bluetooth, so I can connect this to an app. Whatever's going on this screen, I can basically have monitor on the phone.
Nice.
Do recordings, that kind of stuff.
That way, if you want to keep this hooked up in the trunk of the car or near the battery pack or something, you can look at your reading on the phone, right?
Correct.
Great.
Now, when you're using it for like the multimeter functions, you usually use your normal multimeter leads.
Right.
But if you're using it, either the resistance bonding test or the insulation test, we have this cool extra lead.
There's a serious banana jack end on there, right?
Right. Now, the reason why, most insulation testers you see have the big test button on the tool itself. This one puts it in your hand. So you have either option. I can hit the test button here, or I can be in the car and use this button to when I'm applying the power to test.
Right, one hand operation instead of having to hold on and then push on the meter, right?
Correct. So let's just do a little stress test here. Now, I don't know how aware you are, but insulation testing, I kind of equate to same thing as like pressure testing the cooling system.
Right.
The whole point on these electric vehicles is I don't want any of that high voltage to leak, especially onto the chassis.
Right.
I've seen some pretty scary videos on YouTube of some of these Chinese electric cars, and the guy gets his finger near the dashboard and sparks are jumping off. That scares the crap out of me. That's what we're trying to prevent.
Right.
So this is going to apply electrical pressure up to whatever you select, up to 1,000 volts,
Right.
to your high voltage system, basically your orange cabling in your electric vehicles. And it's going to give you a resistance number, a really high number, giga ohms. We'll just stress test this meter lead. So I'm going to clip the ground lead here on the outside of the insulation. In fact, I'll do it on this label so I don't damage it. For this one here, from the bench, we'll just do 250 volt test.
Okay.
There's a general rule, you want to test with more voltage than the system runs at. So for example, if I have a 400 volt battery pack, I want to stress it with at least 500 volts. So I'm going to connect this to the conductor. The ground's on the outside of the insulation. I'm going to hit my test button. And there's my resistance number, 44 giga ohms.
Yeah, we're used to seeing M for mega ohms on our meters. This one goes quite a bit higher, right?
Right. Now the actual passing specification depends on manufacturer and the system you are testing, but it's usually going to be a really high number like that. And it's particularly in body shops, these are sign-off sheets they have to go through before they energize the car again.
Right.
Another thing they have to verify is certain connections have to be a minimum resistance. We're talking in the milliohm range. This is not a true milliohm meter, but it does have, it'll go down to 10 milliohms, which is normally good enough for most of those tests. Now again, in this resistance mode, it's actually putting a pretty good amount of current, 200 milliamps out.
Right.
So that's a little more of a stressful test than your normal ohm meter is gonna give it. Now let me do something here. When you're testing with this one, first you short your two leads here together. Actually, let me take this off, it'll make it easier.
You need to walk back there empty-handed. I'll be around the corner.
Then you hit the setup button. Now this little 0 is going to appear over that ohm symbol.
Right.
What it's done is taking any resistance of the lead out of the equation.
Gotcha. Calibrated to 0.
Correct. Now let's go back to our little piece of wire again. We're going this in and this in. So we're talking 0.01 ohm, that's 10 milliohms, which is about right for that length of wire.
Awesome.
So it reads an extremely low range. That's going to pass most of your bonding tests, so you verify you have a good connection. Because when you're dealing with the kind of voltages and currents that electric vehicles, even the tiniest bit of resistance can create a big hot spot.
So is this product available now? Is it something new and coming?
It's
Or
available and in the warehouse right now.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, Dave.
Yeah, thank you.